So I got this issue. This is the wife's car. Now, for those of you that don't know, the Prius C is just an absolute amazing car. And I'm sorry to say it, but it really is, because at the end of the day, this thing has saved us so much gas. Now, for those of you that don't know what Priuses are all about, you're missing out. You have to know what a hybrid is, the old school hybrids, to know how much of an awesome vehicle this is. Now, this car, it has a long story. When I was dating my wife and we were still engaged, her car broke down. And so what ended up, she's talking back to me. So what ended up happening was her car broke down. And so we went and got her this car. And this was in 2013. It's just been such a great car. I really like this about cars. I want it to have like a really special like feature. So when it comes to vehicles, like, is it a gas guzzler? That's not always great, right? But if it's a truck, that's great. That's a benefit, that's a feature. Is it a Jeep? You can go off-roading, that's a feature. But this car, it's the gas saving. And even though it's small and tiny, man, it saved us a lot of money over the years. Now I get it. Who really wants a Prius? Nobody. But this car has been fantastic. Only once did we have an issue. The battery cell, it did die on us at one point. That's what's gonna happen with these. Either the electric engine's gonna die out or the battery cells are gonna die out. Those are the first things that you're gonna get as issues. However, this one, it really lasted us a while. We got it replaced for $3,000, the battery cells, and it's been working since then. But there has been a little bit of issues. We did get in a small little bumper to bumper crash. Someone rear-ended us, but we've got those repairs. However, the clear coat, nobody told me that you're supposed to protect the clear coat. Now, I thought I knew cars, but I had no idea. I had no idea about protection and maintenance on vehicles. And now that I'm in that business, I realized, man, this whole time, if I would have protected that clear coat, this would have been great, but the sun caked it. So what we're gonna do is really take the time to fix this car. And now here's the issue. So this car has been giving us issues. Whenever we press the remote to open the door, it doesn't work anymore. And so sometimes it would, sometimes it wouldn't, and that's been really a huge hassle. Now, the other day I did open it up to see what was wrong with it. And all that I could assess was this guy. I think it's called the door actuator. And so if I'm not mistaken, this is what responds to the car when you're using the remote. So here is the front door. It's not opening. The car's open. And we used to be able to put in the key, but now it's not responding to anything. I don't even think the key goes in anymore. And so, like, it won't even go in all the way. It's like stuck. And so, can you imagine this? I'm out on the street and I gotta open the back door, reach all the way over, and I have to unlock it, and now I have to do this to the door. And that's not fun. So we're gonna fix it. That happens all the time. So first things first, with these doors, and a lot of them are very similar, but what we got to do is look for where, like, there's screws, and there's none showing, which is normal. But you have to be careful because these clips can really break. So here, there's a little cover, and that's normally going to be your best bet. They normally hide the screws here. So start there. This part here is like clipped in. So we're gonna open that. Now, a word of advice. If you pry your little tool and try to like use it to pry something open, you're gonna create like a bunch of scratch marks or some like gashes. So you wanna be careful. What I've learned is if you could fit it in, you wanna apply pressure just straight up. Don't try to angle it down, just go straight up like that. And as you can tell, that works. So same thing over here, and just go straight up. That way you do not scratch the leather or the plastic or anything. And so that came up pretty easy. And so you always want to disconnect. So let's disconnect this guy right here. And just put that aside and just tuck that little wire in there. So as you can see, we're going to remove these two. and these two are like structure. So yes, this is plastic, but it's pretty firm. So we're gonna remove those next and get going here. Okay, so now it's time for the clips. This is always going to like hook in, so it's kind of like hooked in, but I don't know that we'll be able to like pull this up too much. I think there's clips all around. So what we're gonna do is try to release some of those clips. Now, the older your car is, the more brittle these clips are gonna be. So if you're gonna be opening it, I would recommend having some extra clips. So there you go. And then, now there are these two little wires here that actually are the wires that pull the door. So we're gonna take those out, and now the door is free. So we're going to carefully make sure we don't ruin this, peel this back just to get it out of the way. And now we're gonna take off this part here. Why did I mess up? I don't know, I'm not sure why. I gotta look and see when I put the actuator, when I put that back in, I had no idea that I missed something. Because obviously I missed something. And to the point where it's not open from the outside, so I did something. So hopefully we can solve that. We got those out. There's a little clip right here, a little power, so let's remove that. Sweet. Okay. So when this goes in here, this part here, that little cross part right there, I think I did something. But let me try to feel around. Oh, there's a little thing there. That's the door. Well, I missed two things, so that's what happened. Now, how do I do that? I don't know. Either way, does it match? Why wouldn't it match? Well, I'll tell you why. It is from Amazon. And I am surprised because it's the same brand, Asen. Very strange. Why does that matter? It matters because this is like 120 bucks. And at O'Reilly's, it was like 200, almost 300 bucks. So you normally are like kind of shy to buy like aftermarket things. But that's crazy. I have no idea what I'm doing. I think I got it. Yay! Okay, next piece. Ooh, that didn't work before. Oh. Okay. Ooh, good. Lock. Good. Yay! You have no idea how much, like today it's not even about today is not even about a sports car. The belief is this: if I can fix this, then I can fix anything. And that's what I'm trying to do. So there's plenty of channels out there, but I feel like I could do it. Why? Because my daddy is the best body guy ever, and he does mechanic work. It's not his expertise. Body work is, which is where a lot of people can't do. So I believe that I can really learn with him. I mean, he knows everything about everything when it comes to cars. He's the old kind of guy. So you'll get to meet him one day. But my thought was this: if I can't fix this, then I have no business even entertaining this idea. But if I can, then we're gonna repair this car and do something so that way we can like maybe trade up. You never know what we can get. And that car auction place, they don't sponsor me, so I won't say anything just yet, but that car auction place is close by to me. So here in California. So this is fixed. So now it works. All of it works. So let's put it back together. Put this back in with one hand. We're gonna put this here like that. And then make sure this isn't kinked. Awesome. And now, now we just got to get the door clips in. So if we lined it up, yes, good. So now we'll get these screws back in there. Can I do it without dropping it? Got one in. Sweet. And then get this thing plugged in. See what happens. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, I forgot to do it. Oh. So I forgot to tie the little wires. So we gotta open it back up and do it again. This is the moment of truth. If this button doesn't work, then I've messed everything up. Let's see. Now I plugged everything back in, and what we need to see is this move when I press the lock button. Okay, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. Now let's see if it will lock. Unlock. Now one last little screw right here. I know that's not that big of a deal for a lot of people, but that is crazy. This works, that's good to go. Now we gotta see if this will work. This will tell us if this was all worth it or not. So the outside works. It's unlocked, good to go. It just locked. Everything is working good so far. Now we want to unlock it. Okay. Good. Lock it. Good. Moment of truth. Let's unlock it. It's locked. Yay! Now let's lock it. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. It's the best day of my life. I love you. Oh, sorry. And now we see if this will work. I just want to make sure. There's a little key. Just to make sure this worked. Good to go. 1, 2. Everything's locked manually. Unlocked, sorry. This should lock it. Sweet. Well, there you go. We fixed it. I had been dealing with that for such a long time. You have no idea. So even though this is a 2013, this really changes everything. It means that we can fix it. And I want to take you on that journey. So give me a subscribe, give me a like, help a brother out. Show me what I can do better. This is amazing. This is amazing. I fixed it. I fixed it. My wife is gonna be so happy. I'm so happy. No more reaching over like we did before. Now we can live like normal civilized human beings. No more Neanderthals. Check it out. Oh, it's such a, oh my gosh, it's so cool. All right, well, that's all I got for this one. We'll see you next time to see what else we fixed.